Hey guys, it's Raven, sitting here by the water this morning, feeling to connect in, give some personalized messages um, from Spirit. I feel as though there's um, messages that need to be heard by some of you. And I want to say too that a lot of the messages that will come through will have synchronicities with um, others in the community, and often the things that come through, the understandings, the messages are also meant for more than one uh, as well. So that's my understanding of how messages come through. So if you feel like something's resonating, it probably is for you as well. So just to speak to that. All right, so let's just connect in now, connect in with Spirit. Okay, now firstly I've got what's coming through is two girls, and they stand side by side. And it's interesting because as I hear two girls, I'm seeing like two images of girls or like dolls in the way um, that they are shown. Okay. Okay. Now, I understand this to be two, is it siblings or two sisters? Um, and they're talking about communication. Um, And they're talking about communication that's actually needed between the two of you. And it's some sort of a life force, it's some sort of an energy um, that really feeds the both of you. And it's when I say life force, I mean sort of like a lifeline, or it's like you're being offered nourishment within this connection. And although it doesn't necessarily seem like that's the case, um, reaching out is very important here, staying in contact, sharing the guidance that you've been receiving, um, and sort of being open to the guidance that they've got to share as well. This feels like a very important connection. So certainly directed at two sisters, two siblings, and they present them as two dolls. So I'm going to leave that message out there, and um, know that it will be placed where it's meant to be placed. Now, opening up to spirit again. Now, where we're moving in for another message. Now, I want to say there's a racing game. There's racing cars that they're showing me. I want to say it's like a video game, a computer game that someone's playing. They're also very interested. There's also magazines on racing cars here. Um, that I'm aware of. I'm also getting a scene of sitting in this like space. Feels like a lounge room. Feels like some sort of a place that you sit quite often. I feel as though you're male, and there is these magazines on the coffee table. Um, I want to say, amongst other magazines, but there's this connection to race cars. And they're just bringing me into the presence of you at this time. Now I'm going to ask Spirit, what needs to be shared or shown here um, for this energy. Talking about being caught in the computer, it's like being stuck in the computer with the screens, eyes focused on, you know, and it's like eyes focused on making. Is it making money or finishing games? There's like coins going on. Uh, and it's like a very sort of pulled into this screen time. Uh, and I want to say that it's like the rest of the world is being shut out in the way this comes through. Um, and they're just talking about expanding these horizons. Don't get caught uh, just in this game. Just in this world, and it looks to be like an online world. Um, expand the horizons because there's a lot more for you, and there's people to meet, and they're not online. You have to be out there in the world, is what they're saying. Okay, gonna leave that message with you. We're gonna move along now to another connection from spirit, something that's really important today, that someone deeply in their heart needs to hear, needs to feel. Um, Deep emotions, deep thoughts going on with this person. I feel as though it's a woman, um, and she's worried about. Uh, she's worried about her son. This woman. Uh, it's as if the son is in some sort of other uh, connection. It's like as if the son is. The first thing that came to mind is there's special needs element here. Uh, but very different way of thinking. It's like not able to find the presence of her son uh, and connect with him. Feels very spaced apart. Feels like there's large gaps in between, and it's like there's a deep concern, like just for wanting to connect to your son. It's just like I want to connect to my son. Um, I'm just going for the message here in regards to this. Just talking about it going much further than you can understand right now. Um, what's playing out or what's being enacted it goes much further than understanding, and it's as if there's a learning going on here that he needs. Um, this learning needs to be integrated and understood on a soul level from him. So you just really need to give him time, give him space, and allow what he's going through, and just be there, present in your heart, and allow time to do its thing, and trust that everything is going to be okay. That's the message coming through here. Okay, I'm just going to ask now for a couple of spirits um, to be shown. It could be a memory, even in the way that it's going to come through. But we're going to have a conversation. Going to bring through a conversation that's relevant to somebody in their lives. Someone has got a ticket. There's a ticket here. Someone's like got their tickets, like there's lotto or there's Tats Lotto or there's some sort of ticket, and they put the ticket down on the bench. And there's wishes. There's like, wow, I might do this. It might come true. There's this vibe of, I might be lucky tonight. I want to say this as a woman, and there's this male energy next to you that is just like watching you, like, oh, sure, just being a bit of a sort of stuck in the mud kind of as if as if that's going to happen. He's saying as if that's going to happen. And, why do you even bother? And I want to say, this attitude comes through um, toward you a lot, in your day to day life, contending with him in that attitude. Um, and I just want to say, it's like something that you've accepted about him. But if you could really speak back to him, there's this sense of why you're being so stuck. Why are you being such a stick in the mud? Like, we're never going to kind of evolve out of this unless you can kind of pick it up a bit. Stop being so down all the time. Pick up your energy a bit, and really pick up yourself a bit. Like, what is all this glum, heaviness that you're carrying? It's really weighing us down. And actually, he's surprised to hear you. It's like he's just like, ah, okay. Because in some way, by you saying that, it's just like there's this sleeping part of him that's just been acting on default in that way, like, with his negative attitude. But he kind of hears you and he's like, oh, maybe we should do other things. And it's like there's this element here too of let's go away and try something new. Let's go traveling. He's shifting his perspective, his mindset. And what I really feel here, with this is that you've spoken up and it's changed things. And in some way, it's like you've actually spoken up where you felt like it would be useless. In other words, his attitude of being useless, that's just like you're mirroring that, but you actually spoke up now. And as you speak up, there is change taking place. So perhaps the ball is in your court to actually speak up, is what I'm being shown here. So yeah, speak up to him and, get the plans in action. Exciting. Okay. One more message we're going to go for. One more message, one more message, one more message, one more message. Troubleshooting, troubleshooting, troubleshooting is what I'm hearing. This male energy in front of a computer, troubleshooting, trying to work something out, equations, a calculator, trying to work out figures, uh, what's going to work, troubleshooting. Okay. Um, Again, there's this energy of like blocking everyone else out around. Um, and it's as if like you're in sort of, there was people there, or I'm aware that there is people there, but they don't feel like they're there because you're so enthralled in what you're doing. It's like the sound is on mute on the outside, and all you can do is see the numbers and the computer screen, as this troubleshooting and number story, goes on. Okay, so I know that, it's in your best intent to, be doing what you're doing and trying to move through understanding something and really trying to make money. That's what it's about. You're trying to bringing in more money, um, is is what it's about. Now, a message from spirit around this, because it just feels very focused but like you're blocking everything else out. What's the message here, spirit? Again, more to be done in other areas of your life. And your brother is significant here. Your brother, um, is very significant. Connecting with him, it's very important that you connect with him, because there's more advancements. Again, it's about connection, um, being important and not just being focused into work and focused into this screen, computer-like, uh, focus, work, work, work. Try and work it out all in your head. It's takes more than that. There's more with integrations with other energies that need to be considered here. All right. Okay. Now I was gonna just complete it here, but there's one woman and she steps forward. There's one woman who steps forward and she's just coming forward and she's talking about her son. I feel as though she's passed. She's a mother in the spirit world. I just love him so much, she's saying. I love him so much. I'm so proud of him and what he's done, what he's created. And he's created a beautiful family. She's so proud, is what she says. Um, and she talks about they used to have two houses. They used to have two houses. Um, and he very much liked one of the houses more than the other house that they had. And he was always in this particular house. Um, she talks about food as well that she'd be cooking that he loved. There's this real nurturing energy, nurturing vibe, that she's showing here. And she's wanting to take credit for like she built you strong, she made you strong, she nurtured you, and look at what you've created now. And it's like you've been nurtured, by family and you've created a beautiful family. And she just wants to say she's very proud of you and that she loves you very, very much and that she's right there, with you in the spirit world. Um, and that she watches you, and she shows me a scene of, it looks to be like you sitting somewhere at a desk or some sort of a place with large windows looking out. There's quite a view, and it's very expansive in the way that the energy is here. Is this work or is this some sort of something you're watching out the window? It's hard to say what it is, but she's just wanting to um, share that she's there with you, share that she's present and right by your side, and she loves it. She loves the view here with you. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave all these messages with all of you, and send you all many blessings for today. Um, and I'm going to actually head over to Patreon and just do a bit of an extended, few more messages, see if anything else needs to come through for the community. So if you feel to head over there, please do. Otherwise, I'll be back soon with more videos. Okay, take care. Raven Scry signing off.